G'day traders, welcome to this week's weekly outlook. So I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet and get right on with it. Alright, so we have news on Tuesday. We have Powell speaking. Monday is a bank holiday, US dollar bank holiday. Tuesday, Powell speaking. Wednesday, there's no US dollar news. And Thursday, there's US dollar news once again, although it is tentative. Um, so the expectation looking at the weekly economic calendar is kind of thinking about Tuesday, Wednesday low of the week into Thursday expansions. That's definitely what I'm leaning towards, especially when we take a look at the nice trend strength that has been seen on Dixie, all right? So we have these down close candles as institutional order flow, which should really support price higher. You can also see this as a potential propulsion block on the higher time frames. Symmetry aligns quite well over the different instruments and the different pairs. If we take a look at EU, GU, and many of these pairs have nice propulsion blocks in them, right? So for me, I'm definitely leaning towards bullish price action this week on Dixie, and that should really mean bearish price action for foreign currencies. This still remains my Q4 target, so I'm definitely looking for bullish price action. Any retracements or any down close candles should really be seen as discount opportunities for more longs into this high. So this is it for Dixie. Definitely looking for this dealing range, potentially these down close candles to support price higher. We do have an inefficiency in here, a tiny volume imbalance in there, or a new day opening gap. All right, so definitely looking for some form of reaction from this dealing range, something around equilibrium or discount. So moving on towards EU. On EU, we can see we've had this really nice inefficiency that showed up with this up close candles which supported price low and nice dealing range formed. Just looking for continued sell side towards this low as low hanging fruit. This is a point of interest where I'm going to anticipate what the market is doing here. Whilst Dixie is potentially going to trade into this high, EU may very well only trade into this point of interest, not taking the low. So there could potentially be future SMT. Now this is just speculation at this point. This is not confirmed yet, but I am looking at relative strength. Dixie is already trading around this level, and I'm expecting Dixie to take out this high on Dixie chart, and EU should really be the lethargic pair and the six sisters. So I'm not really expecting to take this low as of yet, though there will be updates throughout the week. For GBP USD, it's a different story, guys. Yeah, I would really like to see the market trade lower towards these relative equal lows. This is definitely the leading pair, and it is definitely weaker than EU. So definitely looking for GU shorts towards these equal lows. This is also a monthly inefficiency, right? This is up close candles, which should support price levels. So anything in here, Tuesday, Wednesday, S&T, previous day high rates, anything like that should really support price lower within this dealing range. Then if we take a look at AUD USD, we can see a really nice sell-off here. This is really good to see. I'm definitely expecting the market to trade down towards this low, potentially even this lows down here, right? So do we have a potential point of interest in here that I'm going to anticipate, and I'm watching how price is going to respond within this level. Any daily closures through this point of interest really makes this high probability. Um, Same with NZD USD, guys. As of now, this pair has been really beautiful. We captured many trading opportunities over the past 2 weeks. So if I can just show you a few of them. Um, this was one position, this was another position that we captured. So ultimately, this was really good. These were really good positions that we've been able to secure. And I do think there's more downside on this move. So definitely looking for the market maker sell model to complete in here. And we can see that on the daily time frame. So this should really become the draw as of now. So I am going to, this is a nice 4-hour level, which I will anticipate any closures through this, then we should really trade down into this. And then I'm not too interested in USD CHF, USD JPY. The market maker model looks really good. We've seen really good expansions last week through this highs, which has been really beautiful. But at this point, I do not like this strong down close candle. It doesn't mean reversal just yet, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm still leaning towards bullish price action in line with Dixie, but this just isn't the best pair to buy. I would much rather short the NZD USD, right? This has an open draw. It is already trading in the direction, right? And if we just compare this to USD CHF, USD CHF is trading in the opposite direction, right? So it just shows you, yes, there's still liquidity. Yes, this market is definitely still bullish. However, there's just better opportunities elsewhere, right? Pair selection is really important. And once you trade for a couple of years, you really understand that it comes down to pair selection. And look at this USD CAD. I'm also not too interested in this. This is looking very strong and bullish on the daily. But if we go to the weekly, we can see this inefficiency. And we did take relatively high time frame liquidity out here. So I'm trying to anticipate if this market is really going to explode high towards this 4 hour level. I believe it's 4 hour, 1 hour level, or if the market is really just going to rebalance this first. Because if I take a look at the USD CHF, it really was a bad close on the weekly, and same for USD CAD. We traded higher towards this high and then wicked back and closed back in the range. So this doesn't look too good to me in terms of expansions or relative strength rather. It could obviously still expand in the high time frame direction, but relative strength just makes me believe GBP USD is a potential better short, or the NZD is a better short, and the NZD USD is a better short, right? This is already reaching for liquidity pools where these are busy retracing, okay? So it's just the way I see it. USD JPY could also potentially retrace back to this weekly propulsion block. I've seen it on the daily, and that weekly rejection that we've just seen on top, this is a week on the weekly. I definitely expect this market to come back down, yeah. So not really the best buying opportunities going into the week, just as of yet. We just need more confirmation on the turning point. But that's it, guys. So GU, AU, NU is my top picks for the Forex pairs for this week, alright? Then we can quickly take a look at NQ and ES. For those of you that has been active in last week's for those of you that has been active last week in the live streams, know that I was kind of anticipating bearish price action from here, and I wanted to see the market sell off. It came a day later, so I was expecting it on Thursday around here. It came a day later, but nonetheless, the sell off still came, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I would really like to see more downside, in all honesty, guys. If we just zoom in on this chart, I would like to see more downside for this base, and ideally the market should come down to this. I believe it is a weekly inefficiency or monthly inefficiency. No, why is this all messed up? Daily. Okay, nonetheless, just ignore this. Let me just turn this off. It's not supposed to be off, but anyway. Okay, so it seems like when I did the analysis, it was off. Nonetheless, it doesn't change much. The fact that the market has turned here, right? Let's clear everything and just do it a clean analysis. Okay. We can see a stop hunt, right? Everyone is max bullish on the indices, right? The market has been going bullish for quite a long time. And I really had my eyes on this inefficiencies a couple months ago. I believe it was 2 months ago. But nonetheless, the market just consolidated on it and just traded higher. So I believe this is that point where we could potentially see the market selling off, coming down towards these inefficiencies. We did trade into one down here, and this is a pretty important level, guys, because if we use this as the most recent dealing range, we can see this is resting in discount. So we could potentially get a reaction here and go bullish once again, but I highly doubt it, simply due to the fact that this bearish candle closed really well in terms of CSD. So we had a change in state of delivery, and we had some really solid closes on the weekly. So I would kind of like to believe this market is still going bearish, and we do have nice symmetry in between NQ and ES to potentially trade down towards this low. So this is definitely a level that I am anticipating to trade towards. All right, so once again, we can see it here, nice CSD candle closures, clearing the last phase of accumulations, and the market is now busy with its distribution phase, and we should now potentially move into the sell side of the curve. All we really need at this stage, guys, is just for the market. As mentioned, it already cleared last phase accumulation. All we need at this stage is for the market to really give us that reaccumulation, low risk sell, and then for the confirmation from there. And this should really be the backside of the move. Anything on the left here is buy side of the curve. Anything on the right should really be sell side of the curve. I want to see a low risk sell form first. Okay, so I would not jump in any shorts just yet. I want to see the low risk sell first. Once we have this, then obviously I would like to participate in this market for the upcoming week and trade shorts. Okay, so NQNES definitely looks bearish, guys, but I do have a favorite. This US 2000 or the Russell, this is my favorite pair for this week on the indices market. Let's zoom out a bit. We can see US 2000 clear the previous high, right? This substantial high. Let's mark it up with SMT because take a look at the RTY chart, like, right? We can clearly see this SMT here. Okay, so this makes this trading opportunity even higher probability for me, simply due to the fact that there's SMT and we saw lower time frame displacement. We've also seen this nice daily change in state of delivery. So that is a nice CSD, and we also see a raid on previous week high. So this portion of price was really an inducement before a nice sponsorship, before sponsorship came through on the sell side. So I really, really like this opportunity a lot. As this is a low risk, low hanging fruit. Sorry, this is the low hanging fruit which I'm targeting this week. So I would like to see open high, low close for the US 2000, for the Russell 2000 for this week, and it could potentially trade down as deep as this OB. Okay, so if we use discount and premium in this scenario, this is a low hanging fruit resting right on equilibrium, which is absolutely perfect. I like this, and then the market could potentially even trade a little bit deeper down towards this. All right, so that is my top picks for the indices for this week, and my bias, guys, I'm definitely leaning towards bearish price action. Then let's take a quick look at a few stock picks for this week. I do like Uber. I do like it bearish. We can see buy side liquidity, engineered highs, the market cleared it out, SMT with NQ on the highs, right? So we can see SMT took place, the market's really selling off quite beautifully, and we have two low time frame two lower time frame opportunities to trade towards. I would like to see this buy stops get order paired below these lows. All right, so definitely lowering fruit opportunity and then potentially even down here. For ABVC, guys, pretty much a similar scenario. Let's take a quick look at a monthly rated previous month high. As you can see, the monthly rated previous month high trading back down into the range on the weekly, and on the monthly we do have this inefficiencies below. We do have this inefficiencies below and volume imbalance, right? So I'm definitely looking for more downside in this pair. And then take a look at the weekly, guys. We can see rating previous week highs and order pairing takes place above this side. Market really selling off, giving us that displacement on the weekly candle. The daily does have a nice change in state of delivery should the market close below this on a daily. So let's say we get an accumulation, manipulation, distribution, full body closures below CSD would really activate this idea and really send us lower towards these low resistant targets, right? So this is definitely something on my radar for this week. And I believe XPO's, no, let me just double check. No, not too interested in this one. I believe it was potentially VST, yes. Okay, so swing low, swing high, we ran out buy side, right? The market created this nice dealing range for us to work with. We have a monthly inefficiency in here, or a really large dealing range, right? So this is a nice bullish leg, and I'm simply wanting to see the market come back either to, well, this is the low hanging fruit, but ideally the market comes down to equilibrium. So this is what I'll potentially look for down here. Okay, the market could easily trade towards this, right? We can see a swing high is forming, short-term, intermediate-term low risk sell, and ideally any full body closure like this should really be ideal. So we just need to see lower time frame confirmations on that, and should the market give us really any daily time frame closures through this low and potentially even this low, then we are kind of confirmed towards these lows. And this is a really important low for me, that I want to see order pairing takes place. So definitely looking for shorts on VST2. And then we have Cisco. So this looks good too. We've had a bearish bias. We just wanted to see last week that the market run out the previous week highs, and we can see a beautiful running out of previous week highs and a market closing back in the range. Ideally, this market sells off. This should be a low hanging fruit. Let me just mark it up. This should be a low hanging fruit, guys. And let's go to the daily. Any nice lower sell to be formed here should really be good, like a power of 2 entry. Like this could be engineer, neutralize, distribute, rebalance, redeliver. Anything like this should really activate this idea and trade towards this level. Now, when the market reached this level, as mentioned before, as on any other instrument, a daily close through this level, right? We don't want to see the market trade into this low and reject. We want to see displacement through this low. Once we have that in order too, we know that we can keep this position on for a little bit longer, and this could really become a short-term swing position for the next couple of weeks, maybe a week or two. All right, so that is my bias, guys. This is the pairs that I've chosen. Last pair, Nike. This does have potential too, but as of now, the market sold off really well last week in this level as anticipated. We are really happy with this move, but as of now, we do have a higher time frame bullish bias on this instrument, but as of now, we do have to understand that the entire or majority of these indice markets is now bearish. So I'm not gonna blindly buy this pair just because I have a bullish idea on it. I need to wait for the other instruments for order pairing to take place, and once that all took place, the market could consolidate around here for a little while longer, and then give us that nice continuation towards the upside, low resistant liquidity, nice buy stops and premium of the stealing range. So everything is really looking well for Nike for continued higher prices. And then Boeing, let's take a quick look at Boeing Company. Where's that? Here we go. I can leave that on there. Okay. So 3 months perspective, we really want to see the market trade down towards these lows, and once the market reaches these lows, we do want to see higher prices. As of now, we have a low hanging fruit in here, lower time frame inefficiency. Just want to see bearish closures through this level. Once the market really gives us that bearish closures, we know we should be good for the market to really trade towards this draw. And it is on this draw that I would look for new buying opportunities should the market want to go bullish. So I know this is still in play. I'm really at this point looking for shorts towards these levels. But later on, this could very well become a really nice buying opportunity at later stages. I really like the turtle soup that took place here. So this really is a nice inducement, good, healthy bullish expansion. This is simply a nice retracement to fill the inefficiencies on the higher time frames. This is also accompanied by fair value and a propulsion block on the weekly or the monthly, I believe. So this market is really overall bullish, but as of now, we can absolutely capitalize on more sell side opportunity in here. All right, guys, so thanks for watching the weekly outlook. I hope you guys found some value in this. See you guys throughout the rest of the week, and I will definitely meet you guys on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for potential New York session live streams too. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.